Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting Plunge 87 stream. I hope you all are having a fantastic Wednesday. Normally we do Stardew Valley on Wednesdays, but today we're doing something a little bit different. Uh, have a fantastic game from Keymailer to have a review copy of and do a stream of called Frosthaven. And hello, Vanos Del Gaia. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. We're going to plunge right into some Frosthaven, which is a game I am very familiar with. It's actually the digital version of a board game that I play weekly on Tabletop Simulator. Group of friends. So I am very happy and excited to check out the digital version, which is currently in early access. So thanks so much to the devs opportunity to stream this game and get it for free. Always love it. Enjoy. But yes, proud to present Frosthaven. So Frosthaven, for those who are unaware, is a campaign-based co-op dungeon crawling board game for 1 to 4 players, and it involves a very large campaign with a huge story and lots of choice-based scenarios, and you essentially are controlling mercenaries that are building a city in the middle of a frozen wasteland, and it involves going on dungeon crawl type missions that are just short little, like, usually several rooms and about an hour's worth of hour to 2 hours for each session. And then between those dungeon crawl sessions, you build and manage the outpost of Frosthaven, which you're building into a large city in the middle of the frozen wastelands of the northern part of this fantasy world. And it's super fun. I really enjoy it. This is a sequel to Gloomhaven, which Gloomhaven and Frosthaven are completely standalone, can be played separately, but it's the same type of game. So we're going to start a new campaign. We're going to start with a tutorial because I'm sure anybody watching this won't necessarily know how to play Frosthaven. So I know how to play Frosthaven, but maybe there's some elements to this digital version that I don't know. Check it out. And this is early access for anybody. Let's plunge right in. There it is, Frosthaven. Oh, there it goes. I think it's just loading in the tutorial mission. I also want to test out the tutorial to see how it is. This is early access after. I really like the visual design so far. I think it's an upgrade from what they had in the Gloomhaven Digital. Gloomhaven Digital's not bad, but I feel like it have the prettiest graphics. Or just, I feel like this is a much better looking game so far. Used a lot better, like, colors. Sure, it's taking a little longer to load just because it's the first time. It also might just be that early access is optimized as it will be when the full release comes out. Wah, 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 wah. Right. Oh, yeah, beautiful. I welcome you, guildmate. Before setting off, let us make sure we go over the basics. For all the guild needs to be confident you'll survive the coming trip. Standard. Rotate camera, use Q and E, right? Out, use the mouse wheel. Ability cards represent the actions heroes can perform. This includes movement on the field. Heroes can use 2 ability cards per turn, usually. You can view an ability card in detail by inspecting it. Move the mouse over one of them and use T, keyboard key, or middle mouse button. Click to inspect it. Oh, okay, that's different. Like that. Oops. Yeah, so this is a lot of info, but this shows you what each symbol means on the cards. So when you're playing Frosthaven games, you select 2 action cards for your actions in a round. And hey, Obsessive, welcome on in. You're just in time for Frosthaven. Finally back from the desert. Cool off with some Frosty Haveny. Each ability card is divided into 2 parts, top and bottom. Each part represents an action. The hero must perform at least 1 top and 1 bottom. So you can perform top of javelin and the bottom of tip of the spear, or the top of tip of the spear and the bottom of javelin. Shell, yeah, nice. At the bottom of tip of the spear, move. Grants 4 movement hexes. Selected main, the movement main action of the tip of the spear ability. You can move 4 hexes on the grid. You can move here. Yeah, to the closed door. You moved only 3 hexes prior to opening the door. You can move 1 more hex. Let's take this final step now. Firm movement. So you made it through. It was quite easy, wasn't it? Yeah, so Obsessive, this is Frosthaven. This is the game I play every Sunday, but it's the digital version. I play the tabletop version. On Tabletop Simulator. You have 1 action left, and it's required to use it to end your current turn. Since you already used the bottom action, you must now use a top action. Let's use it to execute an attack. So this is a range 3 ranged attack. Attack the mentor. How does this compare to the other version? I don't know. This is my first time playing it, and it's early access, so it's not finished. But it looked like, I love the visual design of it so far. There we go. Firm targets. Attack. 2 damage. Victory! Ouch, you got me good. This covers the basics. Now let's proceed with more advanced topics. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays. Hey, Fleecy. Welcome on in. Oh, I love how that emote just kind of like fell to the bottom of the stream like a one of those seed pod things. Yeah, I think you would really enjoy Frosthaven Obsessive Repulsive. I think it's your kind of game. And I'll explain how it works so that you can kind of get an idea. I'm going through the tutorial right now. I already know how to play the game, so I just want to see what the tutorial's like. And for those of you who are not familiar with Haven games, you can see how it plays. Survival far north is dependent on your combat skills. Let's proceed with exploring more advanced topics. During combat, participants take turns based on initiative. The card with the lowest initiative value is played first. Time to run back to the desert. I don't think Pesty really likes games that much. He's always yelling at them. That's true. Fun one, they almost collided. So, the lowest initiative goes first, the highest initiative goes last. The participant's turn order is displayed on the initiative track located at the top of the screen. Unlike before, you now have a total of 10 ability cards with which to form your hero's hand. Begin, select Javelin and Tip of the Spear. So each round, you pick 2 cards. And the first one you pick is going to choose your initiative. So I picked the 21 first, so my initiative is 21. Important thing to remember, the initiative of the first selected card determines that hero's initiative for the current round. Don't forget to confirm your selection by pressing the end selection. Just the tip or the whole spear? Just the tip. So the guild mentor has a 99 initiative, so he's going to go last no matter what, because initiative can't go over 99. He's just going to do a move to attack. During the hero's turn, you'll still be able to play the selected ability cards in any order, but their initiative won't change. 99-inch tip, that's right. Just the 99-inch tip, that's all. There are 2 types of attacks. Melee, attack only adjacent hexes. Ranged, attack adjacent or distant hexes. Select the top main action of the Javelin card. A ranged attack. This is a ranged attack. Although ranged attacks can be used to target enemies in adjacent hexes, this will result in a disadvantage. Such attacks, 2 attack modifiers are drawn. Weaker one is applied to attack. So think of the attack modifier as your roll in this game for damage. And it's basically a deck of a certain amount of cards. They all have +0, plus or minus a number, or a miss, or an ability card with an effect on it. So you basically draw the top of that card, and if there's also a ×2 for a critical. And when you're doing a disadvantage attack, you draw 2 and take the lowest. If you draw an advantage attack, you draw 2 and take the highest. So since we're attacking at range on a melee hex, we're drawing 2 and taking the lowest. To avoid attacking under disadvantage with our range attack, we need to get some distance first and attack from there. Use the undo button. Oh, great. I love the undo button. So we don't want to do our ranged attack at melee, so we're going to undo that and not do it. And instead, we're going to move 1 hex away, 2 hexes away, so that we can use our ranged attack without getting a disadvantage. Sensible thing. And we draw +1, so we get 4 total damage on that attack. Move! Hey Magashi, welcome on in. I'm moving my points in the challenge. Hell yeah. Welcome on in, Magashi. It's good to see you. When executing an attack on the damage dealt by the attacker is based on the damage value of the action used plus a randomly drawn attack modifier. The attack modifiers section lists all possible attack modifiers which can be drawn during combat. Some of them can be drawn multiple times during the quest. Oh yeah, doing great. Playing Frosthaven. Love this game. So as you can see, this is our attack modifier deck. It has 1 miss, 1 -2, 5 -1s, 6 +0s, 4 +1s, 1 +2, and 1 ×2 for crit. So whenever we attack, it does a random one of these and applies that to the base damage. The attack modifiers can be customized via the perk screen once you gain access to it. When ready, close the window and continue. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing well, Magashi. Magashi's been doing a lot of indie games too. Oh, Chained Echoes, nice. That's right, you were doing that during the Tiny Teams thing. How'd all that go? Oh, yeah. Gonna blast? Awesome. What is Tiny Teams 2025 exactly? I assume it's like a festival celebrating small development teams. Yeah, Chained Echoes is really good. All actions performed throughout the round are listed in the battle log displayed at the lower right of the screen. It's a handy tool to keep track of things unfolding in each skirmish. Now that you have performed your actions, you can end your turn, and it's the enemy's turn to act. Unlike heroes, most enemies can perform only one action in their turn. Great tactical thinking. Get ready for my next move. So he's just going to walk up and hit me. Choose to take damage, lose one available card, or lose 2 discarded cards. An attack has landed on your hero. Normally that would deal damage and cost you health points, but there are ways to eliminate or reduce that by making other sacrifices. To avoid receiving damage from attacks, you can use the following actions. Lose 1 available card, or lose 2 discarded cards. Choose the lose 1 available card option, if you insist. So when I'm doing this, it means that I am losing a card, and I won't have that card anymore for the rest of this scenario. Press Lose Unbreakable Wall to confirm your choice. This loses the card, and your hero avoids receiving damage. But I still get the incapacitate. Losing ability cards to avoid damage should be used strategically and sparingly, since you no longer can recover them at the current quest. Any lost cards can be used again when you start a new quest or restart the current. Despite not taking damage, the attack managed to inflict a status effect on you. The inflicted effect is immobilized. It will prevent you from moving until it's removed, which is either usually just the next round. Status effects are beneficial or penalizing conditions which affect a character until they are removed. Round 2. A new round begins. Just this once will remove the immobilized status effect without you having to do a thing. At the start of a new round, you can either choose which 2 ability cards to play or perform a rest. There are 2 types of rest. Short, you must lose 1 discarded ability card at random to recover all other discarded cards, or you can then select 2 cards to use for the turn. Yogscast got a ton of indie devs together and got a bunch of their keys and sent out a huge list of keys for full games and demos to creators who sign up for it. Ah, I got it. Spent no joke like 2 hours going through the list. It was something like 135 plus game keys. Yours to keep, and it's up to each individual dev if they want to revoke access after the festival or just keep the game. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Long. You must lose 1 discarded ability card to recover all their discarded cards and heal self for 2 hit points. Can't select any other cards to play for the round. Yeah, you basically lose a turn. You either do a short rest to go this turn and you have to lose a random card, or you do a long rest to lose a turn, get 2 HP, return all of your items that could be returned to use, and you get to choose the card that you lose. There is no need to perform a rest now since you still have plenty of cards to use. Since the deflecting maneuver and regroup, select the deflecting maneuver and regroup cards. Press the end selection button to end your turn. It had 4 or 5 games that were on my wish list already, and a ton more that were really interesting. That's awesome. What a cool way to check out new games. Note, there are actions in the middle of each ability card. These are the basic actions of the card. Basic attack, which is right there, and basic move, which is right there. So you can deal 2 base damage to the target, or you can move up to 2 hexes. The main actions of the card are more powerful than the basic ones, however some of them lose the card upon usage. Basic actions only discard the ability card so it can be recovered after resting. Some situations are best handled by sticking to the basic actions. Select the basic attack action from the deflecting maneuver card. Right here. So basically, with any card, you can either attack 2 or move 2, using the top or bottom, respectively. Just in case you don't want to lose the card, or the card doesn't have an attack and you need an attack movement. Always can just use any card for those 2 options. I've taught you well. I'll go tend to my wounds. Enjoy your spoils. When defeated, some enemies drop loot. Set up a little late for it. Didn't find out till MNSC was streaming for it, so I shot my shot and they accepted me. Some of the really fancy games are already out of keys. Still got a lot of neat stuff. Oh, that's still awesome. My God, cool. In order to pick it up, a hero you control needs to be on the hex and loot is located before the end of the turn. Additionally, some ability cards include actions which also allow for loot collection. Select the basic move, action of the regroup card. You need to be on this hex when the turn ends to collect the loot, so press the skip movement button to finish your move action. Press the end Banner Spear's turn button to complete your turn. Victory! You are showing great potential. Let's proceed to my final lesson. Yeah, I've actually played a lot of these Haven games. They're really fun. Um, I played through an entire campaign of Gloomhaven, which took, I think, like a year and a half. We also did the expansion to Gloomhaven, which is called Forgotten Circles. And then we also played Jaws of the Lion, which is kind of like, it kind of takes place before Gloomhaven, and it's a really good introductory campaign to Gloomhaven. So, like, I feel like if anyone wants to check out a Haven game, like, that's the good place to start, is Jaws of the Lion. And then we started Frosthaven. We're currently 30 weeks into a Frosthaven campaign. It's time to begin with your final test. Let's see how you'll fare against multiple opponents. I brought my trusty hound with me for this one. Fear not, as you won't be alone in this challenge. Meet your aid for today, the Enox Drifter. Your party size can be between 2 and 4 heroes. To switch between the heroes, you can use the party column located on the left side of the screen. Since you control 2 heroes, you must select ability cards for both of them. Remember, you need to select 2 cards for each hero. First, let's select Deflecting Maneuver and Javelin cards for the Banner Spear. Now let's switch to the Drifter by clicking on their party column. With Drifter selected, choose the Violent Inheritance and Prudent Preparation card. Finally, let's complete the cards selection by LMB click on the End Selection button. So, Guild Mentor is doing a move 4, attack 2, and the Hound is doing a move 6, attack 4. If anyone has any questions, just let me know. Happy to answer them. Select the basic move action of the Deflecting Maneuver card to the highlighted area. Important, pay attention to the traps and avoid stepping onto one, as your hero will take damage. Movement abilities, which include a jump action, are a great way to avoid traps, difficult terrain, and obstacles. Select the top main action of the Javelin card. Execute the attack on the Guild Mentor. Javelin toss. And the Banner Spear's turn. Start by selecting the top main action of the Prudent Preparation card to apply its self-buff to the Drifter. Note that the main action consists of 2 abilities. These are executed in order of top to bottom. This means that you first need to do the shield buff ability and then the retaliate buff ability. This being a self-buff ability means the Drifter is selected by default. Press the Confirm Targets button to apply the shield. Good explaining, Plungy. Thank you, Fleecy. So, for this round, the Drifter will have Shield 1 and Retaliate 1, which means all damage done to the Drifter will be reduced by 1 shield, and all attacks at melee will deal 1 damage back to their targets, the attackers. Buff applies. Let's proceed with attacking. Select the bottom main action of the Violent Inheritance card. So this is a move 4, attack 3, but it's a loss. This is another main action which consists of 2 abilities. First, select the highlighted hex. Press the Confirm Movement button. This is a good spot. Skip the remaining movement by pressing the Skip Movement button. Now, select the Hound and then press the Confirm Targets button to execute the ranged attack ability. Press the end Drifter's turn button to conclude your hero's actions for the round. Salute. Ooh, got a healing potion. Now this guy's going to attack the Drifter. Going to do 1 damage. But it's going to take 1 damage back from the retaliate. Awesome. Same thing with the Hound. 1 damage back. Select the Pincer Movement and Unbreakable Wall cards for the Banner Spear. As before, let's switch to the Drifter. Select the Vile Assault and Bloodletting cards. So, since the Drifter got hurt, now it's a good time to use the Healing Potion. Heal for 2, but we only use it once. Heal for 3, actually. Select the Bloodletting cards, bottom main action. Attack the Guild Mentor. It's going to put a wound on him, which is pretty good. Select the Vile Assault cards, top main action. Attack the Guild Mentor with the first ability. So this will poison the Guild Mentor as well. So he's poisoned and wounded, which is just going to annihilate him. Wound does 1 damage per round. Poison is 1 extra damage on every attack. Now we attack the Hound with the second ability, which is also going to wound the Hound. That puts the Hound at 1, so it's going to die at the beginning of its next round. Very good. A good opportunity for you to use a pattern-based action. These actions are powerful, but require a specific positioning of your heroes and enemies to be executed. Bottom basic action, Pincer Movement. To move to the highlighted hex, activate the trap. What? Okay. I guess it's worth it. Previously mentioned, going over a trap activates it and you will take damage. You can afford to take the damage since the Banner Spear is at full health. Since you are now where you need to be, skip the remaining movement by pressing the skip movement. First, let's examine the pattern of the top main action of Unbreakable Wall card. Gray Hex. This position needs to be occupied by the Banner Spear. Blue Hex. This position needs to be occupied by an allied character. Red Hex. This is the position where the attack will land. Ideally, you want all red hexes to be occupied by enemies. According to the pattern, your ally needs to occupy the hex to the left of the Banner Spear. Currently, the Drifter is occupying the hex to the right of the Banner Spear. We need to do something about this. Now that we know what the pattern means, let's select the action. Press the R keyboard to flip, R button on the keyboard to flip the pattern. So basically we have this hex and we need it to match. So we rotate it till it does. That should do it. So now it's in the good position. You may notice that not all red hexes in the pattern are occupied by enemies, but that's okay. As long as the Banner Spear and the Drifter are occupying the proper hexes, execute the attack. Press the Confirm Targets button to do that. Great work. Now press the End Banner Spear's turn button to end the current round. Everyone's dead? Did it. Victory. You have mastered all I had to teach you. I will report back to the guild that you are adequately prepared for the trip ahead. I wish you safe travels and will gladly hear the stories of your adventures, if we ever are to meet again. Dun-dun-dun-dun. That's the tutorial. There is much more to this game, but that's the basics. This does have multiplayer, by the way, as well. New campaign, Frosthaven, main campaign. Navigate through a captivating journey discovering the secrets of the world's most dangerous wildlands. Oh, thank you, Fleecy. So this is your difficulties. They actually added an easier difficulty than the tabletop version has. If you want to just experience the story, it'll make the game, like, way easier. And this game is not an easy game. Even on the standard difficulty, it's still going to be hard for most people. I am a veteran, so like what this does is it changes the damage modifiers so they're lower, and then you also can go higher you want a much harder challenge. We're just going to go with veteran because it's technically the standard difficulty. But the standard in the game is actually lower than the the difficulty of the tabletop game. Kind of funny. But I think that they make this the standard just because they figure a lot of people playing Frosthaven are going to have no experience with the tabletop game. And the tabletop game, like even at the tabletop game standard difficulty, is very difficult. So let's do it. Plungers. Let's plunge right into the plungers. Like, Frosthaven is a very complex game, but it's so fun.
Let's plunge right in.
That's right, let's plunge right in. I think I'm going to select 3 heroes. It's pretty recommended to do 2 heroes if you're doing solo, but I just like having more heroes. So we're going to get... So these are the options we have. The Banner Spear, which is kind of like a... It was one I was playing during the tutorial. It's like a knight with support abilities that require allies, and it has some summons on it. It's kind of paladin-esque. The Bone Shaper, which is what I played first when we started Frosthaven in my tabletop simulator campaign. This is a Necromancer, summons skeletons. The Drifter, which is kind of your basic tank character with some ranged abilities as well. Deathwalker, which is like a shadow mage. Bone Shaper's awesome. Deathwalker is like a shadow mage that can like summon shadows and attack from them as if they were like stabbing out of the shadows. The Blink Blade, which is kind of like a time wizard. They're pretty neat. The Geminate, which is a swarm of bugs that is just sort of like a collective hive collective thing. So they're all very unique. Like, this isn't your classic like tropes. This is one of the things I really love about these Haven games, is that they tend to stay away from overused cliches for their characters. So for my first character, I'm gonna get the Drifter, because you always need a tank in these games, and the Drifter is like very simple, just high armor, high melee damage. What should we name our Drifter? Who wants to be named after our Drifter? Or name the Drifter? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll actually show us the abilities that it has. The biography. Flonky. Alrighty. Good name. And one other thing that's fun about making characters in Haven games is that they will eventually retire, which means that they have fulfilled their life's journey quest, and you get to choose which one it is from 2 random ones. And then you roll a new character that replaces that one, and they retire, and you unlock something cool for it. So we pick from Dangerous Game, kill 2 Algox guards, 2 Lurker Claw Crushers, and 2 robotic bolt shooters. Or Greed is good. Have 100 gold in your possession. That is actually really difficult, getting 100 gold in Frosthaven. A Dangerous Game fits the character, I think. And you also get to pick their starting gear. Get like, how much gold do I get? 30? I think we definitely want shield or armor. We can get a shield and armor. That's perfect. There's Schlonky. I remember picking starting gear in Gloomhaven. I think you did. Yeah, I think, yeah. Well, it wasn't like, it wasn't when you made your character, it was just, it was presented in the way of, so in Gloomhaven, you have a merchant and you have starting gold. So when you create your character in Gloomhaven, you buy your starting gear with that starting gold. In Frosthaven, it's a little bit different because there is no merchant in Frosthaven full time. Yeah, you had like $7. There's no merchant in Frosthaven full time. They only show up once a season, and when you create your character, because the characters are stockpiling their gear and then they're going to Frosthaven. So you don't actually have access to the merchant when you're in Frosthaven most of the time, but you can craft items. But the items that you can craft are different from the ones that you can buy, and you don't start out with any crafting materials. So they make it so that you can buy a certain set amount of items with your starting gold from the merchant when you create your character, because otherwise you wouldn't have access to any items. That's one of the differences between Frosthaven and Gloomhaven. So for our second character, I think we're going to get the Blink Blade, because the Blink Blade's really cool. Anyone have any good names for the Blink Blade? Doki Doki? Okay. Now this one has to choose his personal quest. It's also between Greed is Good, but it also has access to Life Lessons, gain 150 experience from ability cards. I like being able to spend my money, but there might be a really good reward for getting Greed is Good, because these things unlock buildings that you can build in Frosthaven, like in the town. Also, like, there's not a lot to spend money on in Frosthaven, so like saving it's not that huge of a deal. Yeah, let's go for Greed is Good. I'm probably not going to get any retirements done anyways. So I feel like with the Blink Blade, we really want movement. And Winged Shoes really helps with that. Yeah, I'm thinking Winged Shoes and Amulet of Life, because that one heal can be really good for clearing wounds or poisons. For the final character, I've got to go with the Bone Shaper. I love it so much. It's a summoner class. They actually summon skeletons. And I'm just going to name it Plunge. That's me. Panic. Oh, that's too good. Doki Doki and Panic. Team building. During 8 different outpost phases, encounter a person's name. That's funny. Explore the reaches. Complete 5 different quests that require boat, climbing gear, or sled. I'm going to go with team building, because that makes sense with the somebody who's summoning skeletons. And, like, this item, the Warden's Robes, is, like, specifically designed for the Bone Shaper to have, because it affects your summons. And it helps you protect them. So it's like, you almost have to get the Warden's Robes. Like, none of these other items are really that useful for the Bone Shaper anyways. So you get the Warden's Robes because it helps you protect your summons. Is there the important thing with this character? We're going to do it with 3. 4 is a lot to handle with one person controlling all of them. 3 is still a little bit as well. So this one just dumps us straight into the first scenario. And when you do scenarios in Haven games, you get battle goals for each one. And these will help you unlock perks for your character sheet. They're just like little bonus objectives you get for the mission, and they're randomized. You get to pick one. So for the Drifter, we've got Sluggard, perform a long rest while at maximum health after you've already suffered damage. Tormentor, apply a different negative condition to an enemy that already has one or more negative conditions. You can actually do that with his base cards, I think. Never use your lowest initiative card played as your initiative card. Okay, that's just not. And Doki Doki has Straggler, take only long rests. Recluse, never end your turn adjacent to any other hero. Opener, be the first to kill a monster during the quest. That might be possible. Acrobat, lose a card to negate suffering 5 or more damage. Never kill an enemy. Move no more than 2 hexes on each turn. Not too bad. I might not worry too much about these. It's hard to keep track of the battle goals. You're controlling so many characters.
Sounds greet you first.
Voice acting.
Muffled metallic pangs. A voice howling. It's difficult to make anything out with the wind rushing past your ears, but you'd know that tune anywhere. There's a fight up ahead. But a fight means people, and if there are people, then the town must be close. You hear more.
Did it just get quieter?
The crash of steel against stone. A deep, earthy growl. You're running now. Your legs are wasted from the hike. Your shoulders ache from your gear. But the sounds are close now, and up ahead, you see the gauzy orange light looming in the air. With one last push, you round the final bend in the trail, and you see it. Frosthaven, engulfed in flame. Great petals of fire burst from windows and crawl over roofs. People stream from the town's ruined gate, their faces bent in panic. A moment later, you see the object of their terror. A massive creature with 2 legs and 2 hulking arms, covered entirely in thick white fur. 3 gnarled horns crowning its head.
Aldor's raiders!
Cries an elderly porter beside you.
We're doomed! They're stronger than anything else alive! We've come all this way for nothing!
As if to prove the point, the Olgox you've been watching catches a fleeing outposter with one hand and hurls him backward as if he weighed nothing.
Damn.
10 days you've been hiking. 10 days, and this is what you find. You breathe out a thick plume of foggy air and hoist your weapon high. Time to get to work.
Here we go again. My second longest relationship? Thank you so much for the subscription, Obsessive Repulsive. 30-month streak! Well, hopefully it'll be your longest someday. Thank you for the Gigantified emote. Longest! Oh, that makes more sense. And hey, Cousin Catnip, welcome on in. How are you doing? How's DK Bonanza? Been lurking? Hell yeah. Hey, cuz! It's very good. Awesome. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it looks really fun. Algox Raiders, we're doomed! This is Frosthaven. I'm a huge fan. Okay. Which of these guys? That guy in front. Choosing our starting position. Here it's at. There we go. We want the Bone Shaper to be in the back, but he needs enough room to... Actually, maybe we want Link Blade there. We don't want the Bone Shaper's first summons to be vulnerable to attacks. Kind of frustrating sometimes. Okay, starting with... Just look at the ability cards here real quick. I didn't have a chance to select their opening hands. That's okay. Is there really no music? Oh, it's just like atmospheric noises right now, I guess. Gain use of interactive bonuses. Nice. 6 heals. Gain 2 plus 2 heal. You kill or gain use of one of your active bonuses. Your next 6 range attacks add range and +1. Violent Inheritance. 6 melee attacks gain +2. Gain use of one of your active bonuses. Yeah. Okay. I think we're just going to have him move up and armor up. Oh, he can do an attack when he moves too. Oh, but that's a loss. I don't want to do that. Very bad to use a lot of loss cards frivolously. I'm going to use the bottom action for that one. And then Blink Blade. I don't know the Blink Blade super well. Blink Blade has fast and slow moves. He's in fast mode or slow mode. There's time to activate either one of those. Time tokens. So we are currently in slow mode. So these cards real quick. Wow, an attack 4? Alright. Crazy. Something to move in. Add Pierce 2? Oh god, okay. Go for it. And the Bone Shaper, which I have played, so I'm a little bit more familiar with. Definitely going to want to summon a skeleton. It's top action. Bottom action. Do they have retaliate? See retaliate. Oh, there is retaliate. Yeah, I should. So this is one of the most important moves for the Bone Shaper because it makes it so that the summons do not trigger retaliate moves. In selection, these are doing all of those. Cower defensively. I love it. That's what our allies are doing. Cowering defensively. Okay, so I'm gonna have him move up. And get 1 armor and 1 retaliate. Yeah, might as well use the armor. Now I'm poisoned. He has bonus armor. So you're moving up. Skip movement. There you have Pierce. And you're going to hit this guy. Base 4. Wound. Excellent. It's the Link Blade. Priest. Well, that's a little loud, isn't it? What did the priest just do? Oh, it healed. Okay, so it healed that guy up, which was unfortunate. Oh, did I pick the wrong ability? I sure did. Damn. Must have misclicked. That sucks. Oh, I still need to activate this. Pro Bone Shaper. Oh, we can actually increase the animation speed. That's nice. Yep, because I screwed up. That's okay. Ow. Raining arrows. Vile Assault's really good. And do I have a bottom attack too? Gonna be bleed, which I have on the target. Let's see. Do I retaliate? Bonus damage. There's no bonus damage right now, so yeah, I'm gonna get retaliate. Range 2. That's pretty good. Oh, it is actually time for a short break. Wow, time really went by fast here. I will be right back, everybody. BRB. And we're back. Let's plunge right back in, shall we? Okay, we're selecting cards. Let's see. Oh, so now we're in slow. We started in fast, and now we're in slow. Gotcha. Switches every round. Let's see. But Muddle's not bad. Bottom attack as well. That. All right, Bone Shaper actually summon a skeleton this time, please. Wraith too. The Wraith is a loss, but it does do a ranged attack. Heal. Heal and summon the Wraith. Okay, they're all doing. Ouch. What? Man, I picked the wrong ability again. God, I'm really bad at that. Well. There's the Wraith. And move the Wraith back, just so less likely to take a random hit. Let me know if that's too loud. Now you're poisoned. Now you're wounded. Okay, now you're dead. And let's give you retaliate. It's gonna need some major healing. Sick move. Didn't I give you the jump boots? Really help, huh? Yep. Oh, it muddles self. That's fine. Loot found. Doki doki, loose one hide. Nice. Okay. So, can he heal himself? That poison with 2 health is not a good look. Deadly shot's pretty good. We'll do that, and then this team. I'm actually heal. We get bonus on the heal as well. I want to go after Drifter though. Do a skeleton. Blink Blade. Currently in slow mode. He has any way to heal the Drifter. Yeah, let's just do that. And so many ranged attacks. Okay. Drifter, I really need to get rid of the poison. That. Range. I don't have line of sight is more accurate, but that means they don't have line of sight of me, so that's good. Guess skip then. And turn. Here. So we can do kinetic transfer to push, but I don't really need to. Crit. Not bad. Maybe not worth a loss, but you know. Ow. Does not have a lot of help. There's the Wraith. No, we're summoning a shambling skeleton, which is going to cost 2 health. That's okay. I'm back. Ouch. So we're going to have to lose a card. That one's not that great. Okay. I have a lot of ways to heal myself. More heals on the Bone Shaper. Yes. Yeah, we really need to get a heal off on the Drifter early. I'm gonna have to use this card to get early initiative. I get the heal off. Then to move in. Huddle's not bad. But I do want to get the heal first. Mm-hmm. Blink Blade. Fast. Ooh, that's good. Hit and run. Hit and run and then heal. Give it a shot. Okay, so the priest is just healing. That's Wraith automatically hits. So good. And the skeleton. Have some health, Drifter. It's fine. 2 damage. We're skipping that. Crit. That's fine. I'd rather the skeleton take a crit. I think I could save it with Warden spell. Yeah. Warden's robe. I can get 2 armor. I have Pierce. Whatever. I don't know why I couldn't use the Warden's cloak. That was a bug. Sure. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Didn't let me use the item. Oh well. It's also a weird thing. It moved back and healed, but I don't think they're supposed to do that. Oh well. Skip the attack and just confirm movement. And that for the XP. End turn. Okay. Wait, what? How can I not? Oh, it's range 2, target 3. Oh my god. Alright. It's fine. Round 5. I guess long rest. Bone Shaper. Making traps now. Healing yourselves. Great. Useless guards. Okay. Sucks that I gotta go through a trap now. We still get a loot. Guy dead. Oh, -2. Sucks. End turn. Schlonky loots 2 gold. 0 damage. Okay. Summon a Shambler. Ow. End turn. Long rest. Let's see. Bottom attack is nice. Yeah, we'll get rid of like transfer probably. I like this compared to Gloomhaven. I like this system that it's in better than the Gloomhaven system. I wish the Gloomhaven was in this engine because this is like way nicer than the one in Gloomhaven, and it has the undo feature, which is like really nice. We get rid of kinetic transfer. I think the graphics look a lot nicer too. There's a lot more vibrancy to the colors. The Gloomhaven digital is a little bit like drab and dull looking by comparison. Round 6. Really sort of camo in Gloomhaven, yellowish. Yeah, it's like it's that kind of like 2010s like grunge. And kind of blends together. What can I use to get more time? I guess I can use drive recharge. Power leak too. I'll use blurry jab. That. Do from discard, unfortunately. But he takes 2. Zero damage. Okay. Move up. We're gonna do a curse. Means there'll be one miss in their attack modifier. So I am disarmed. Might as well do this. What are these two? Tell what those are. Oh, Ward. Ward and Bless. Oh, that's really good. Loss, but pretty good. You take a damage. Ugh. Movement. Oh, yeah. Get through one more use of that retaliate. And attack 2. Round 7, so you need to long rest. You're going to switch to fast. Do I still have that Pierce card? I'm going to do this. And then the Bone Shaper is also going to last. Means his minions will still get to attack. Add Pierce. So now my attack will ignore all of the enemy's armor. Poison myself, but that's okay. What? Oh, yeah, that almost killed him. Nice. But then I just use this to get rid of the poison. Enter. Miss. And die. Perfect. Exactly what I want. Happy. Wraith does no damage. You can't target the priest. I can choose them to move towards the summoner, but that doesn't really do anything. Perform long rest. Get rid of... Long rest. What do you get rid of? Yeah, I think it's going to be... When did you start playing / learning these Haven games? It was right around, I think, 2019, 2020. I had heard, I was playing a lot of Tabletop Simulator around that time during the pandemic. And I kept hearing about this game called Frosthaven. Or, sorry, I kept hearing about this game called Gloomhaven. And I started looking around to see if there were any groups doing it in Tabletop Simulator. Looked really fun. And so I posted in the, I think I just started looking in the Tabletop Simulator official Discord. And I was looking for people who were looking for players for Gloomhaven. And I found this guy who was going to host it, and he was looking for players. And I joined in on that group, and it was 3 people, and that group is the one that I'm still playing Frosthaven with to this day. So we really lucked out and got together with a bunch of bonded really well over Gloomhaven, except for one of the guys who I think he attended 2 sessions and then we never saw him again. But so the 3 of us that survived that Gloomhaven campaign still game together. We also played Baldur's Gate 3 together. Okay. I think we want bonus attack. Maybe bonus armor. Yeah, bonus armor sounds better. I have a top movement action. Maybe I don't want to activate another ability. I want to heal myself, but I don't think I have any top actions for healing. Need to move and then Bone Shaper. Probably heal himself for now, since it's pretty quiet. And heal the Drifter. He's still hurting pretty bad. No damage. Have to get that through that 2 armor. Heal self for 3. Bye, guy. Heal the Drifter. 5. Run, run, run. No damage, but he is muddled, which means he'll attack at disadvantage, which already was going to happen, but... One damage. move over here. Watch me play this, but I can't pretend to understand it. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where you really just have to play it to really understand it. But essentially what's happening is I have a deck of cards and I'm using them to do these actions. And I can choose one action from each card when I play 2 cards for each round. Like the long and short of it. I think I understand it, but it's all in my imagination. Oh my god. At least they have retaliate. Okay. So the way these cards work is that like when you use them, like I have these cards right now. I select them, and then the next round I use them, and they go into my discard pile, and then I can get all but one of my cards back every time I use them, but I always have to lose one to do that, and these are my lost cards. So you're kind of like running against the clock with each scenario, where you've got to use all of your cards as efficiently as possible to get to the end of the mission, which I still have another room to get through. So we need to move in. All we have is basic movement left. Won't be enough for the drifter to open the door. Well, move slow. You might be able to get a ranged attack. Blink Blade. Blink Blade do a long rest as well. Blink Blade has to do a short rest. You're discarding that at random. That's fine. You can also take 1 damage to get a different one. But so probably gonna have to be the Blink Blade to open the door. Not have good movement. 3 is not gonna get in. Use this lost card. And then see if I can get a big attack in.
You run inside the gate, and the breadth of destruction becomes quickly apparent. The town has been sacked. Smoke burns your eyes. What structures still stand are bright with fire, and the rest smolder. Their frames like black, torched skeletons. And all about the wreckage howl the Olgoks, celebrating their victory in an unrecognizable language.
Oddly enough, I think it's actually easier to explain how this game works in the tabletop version, because you can like see all the different parts that are happening. Free loot there. Here. And then we're going to do a 2-target hex attack. Nice. Took out one. Now he's just probably going to die. Oh, they're hitting the guards. At least they have retaliate. Oh, but it's only melee retaliate. Man, they all have range attacks. Yeah, the Blink Blade's about to run out of cards, which means he'll exhaust. Get movement. Top action is going to be heal 2. Oh, it has to be an ally. Well, he could heal the Blink Blade, but I don't think he has many turns left anyways. Let's keep the guard alive, just in case. XP for it, too. 2 gold! Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, Obsessive. I was dummy. I cannot move in now. Crowded. Whoops. Would he try to heal? Yeah. And he's blessing. That sucks. Blink Blade's exhausted. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Alright. Gotta move in again. Slow so that other things can get out of the way. And give my guys movement. First never hurts. Me anyways. So the Wraith. Wraith is going to move in for sure. We'll give enough space for the skeleton. Oh, I can grant a movement. I think that's ideal. They're going to go for the guards, which I'm okay with. Aha! Well, that's a dead guard. Better them than me, I suppose. I don't think it matters if they die. The goal to try to protect them. Get a better reward if we do. Aha! Ow. The Wraith hasn't done a single point of damage. I don't think it matters if they die. Plunge 87, 2025. That's right. So let's do a curse. And we actually get a bonus attack. What? Would I skip it? Undo? The undo. Get the attack 5 anyway. Control Z. Drifter. Don't have any way to get in. Guess I should have moved. Move the Bone Shaper. Whoops. Well, I can heal him. Ah! Round 11. Use that. No. Bone Shaper's moving at a 71. Switch that. 81 instead. Mm-hmm. We'll move in. Testy, check your DMs. Zero damage. Haha. And the ally deck is now correct. Lose. Yeah, I think the Bone Shaper's going to die, unfortunately. But... Curse really comes in handy. You know, I really meant for the Bone Shaper person to get out of there. Instead is... Can I target? Oh, it's... I keep thinking it's range 3 target. Hey, Meta Nightshade, how are you doing? That's a miss. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Good, good. How's it going? Oh, just playing some Frosthaven. Getting destroyed. That's okay. Ten damage. Critical. This looks like it's going to be a loss. That's okay. 2 damage. Wraith finally did something. Skeleton missed. A basic attack to finish this guy off. Some loot. Probably going to exhaust next round anyway. Lumber. Long rest. Just give my summons one more round. If I can survive. Ugh. Ah! Hey, Mario Shardy. How you doing? Welcome on in. Please, may I have another frost? Armoring up and retaliating. Yes. I'll take it. Now they're strengthened. Where are they going? Alright, so... I think I'll have one more round with the Bone Shaper. Really misplayed here. I don't know if I can pull this off. We'll find out. They're just gonna murder all the guards. Yeah, take that. Ouch. Going. I guess he's going towards that guard. Dead. Typical plunge, answering all his problems with murder. That's right. You did a little better after watching me play? That's good. Oh, nice. The Wraith finishes that guy off. Then the Bone Shaper exhausts. Curse something. Happy Canada Day, everyone. Welcome on in, Cap. Good to see you. Alrighty. And it's the top of round 14, but it's time for a short break. I'll be right back, everybody. BRB. And we're back. Let's plunge right back in, shall we? So I think to extend this, a long rest. Long rest. Oh. In selection. Maybe if we're lucky, miss a bunch of times on these and hurt themselves. Of course, they're going to ranged attack anyway. Yeah, miss, miss, miss. Aw. Yeah, the 2 retaliate's pretty good. Priest complicates things. Guess we'll... Only thing I can do to get one more turn is summon skeleton. Too late for that. Here. There goes the Bone Shaper. Alright. All up to you, Drifter. Pressure. Ow. I don't think there's any way this is happening. That's okay. Try again. Keep this up. I'm immobilized. I didn't even notice. That sucks. Well. There's a card. Good. I'm still immobile. Oh my god. They keep immobilizing. They just immobilize on hit? Really unlucky. They're just not close enough to do my only ranged attack. That sucks. Well, that's it. Got a lot of misplays, unfortunately. Mitigate the damage by losing our last 2 cards, which unfortunately will exhaust the cards. Okay. Defeat. Game is no joke. Oh, that's it. That's Frosthaven. Can we change the difficulty? Let's... I don't think I can change it right now. Difficulty is set to go fuck yourself. Yeah, basically. It was set to, like, the veteran difficulty, which is, like, the same difficulty as the standard in the tabletop game. But I think I'm going to put it on the, like, standard for, the, version, which is technically easy in the tabletop version. And then there's a story mode version, which is, like, even easier than you get in the tabletop version. I think I can do it on the normal difficulty. I did a lot of misplays. It was really just I played cards I didn't mean to and stuff. Try it again. For loot bags, for attacking enemies acted, be the first skill of monster. Or negative. Lowest initiative.
Aldox Raiders!
Cries an
I want to at least get to the part where you can see Frosthaven. LOL, who picked those names? Oh, I don't know. I think they're really awesome names, actually. I think someone really clever picked those names. So it's weird that there's no music, but I get it because it's early access. But I feel like they could have put something in it. Sure, they'll have some kind of music soon. This early access version currently doesn't have the full game in it. It's just like the first set of scenario options. You can hum us background music. Oh, now there's music. I think it just didn't work last. There's like, maybe there's not music. Yeah, there wasn't music before. Now there is. Kind of hear it. Maybe I just wasn't for it. Okay, I'm gonna this a little. I'm gonna do a better job of getting the drifter into combat. I also have a better idea of how the Blink Blade works now. That always helps. Transfer is good for getting in. This time I'll actually summon on the first. But yeah, I should. Better to summon a skeleton on the first round, that we have a melee thing acting earlier. Summon late. And then give it the anti-retaliate. Make up your mind, Plunge! Is there music? Yeah, I hear it now. There is music. You guys hear it? Turn the background music up. I feel like it didn't have music last time. I hear the music, but not the lyrics. Yes! Fleecy contribute 19 channel point. Good job, Fleecy. Pack 3, yeah. Manage for that. I hear the lyrics, but not the music. Wah, wah, wah. Summon a Skelly. And allies will not, summons will not incur retaliate damage. I want to rush the archer this time. They did a lot of damage. Blink Blade. slow now until it gets more time juice. An angry spirit. Okay with that. Back to poison. Ah, no. Undo. Can't undo. How do I undo? Start round. I don't want to do that. I just want to undo. Skipped an attack action. Nice. Can we undo? Oh, we can't go back far enough, probably because I just activated it. Oh well. No. That. Finish you off. Not quite. Worse. Okay. Wow, wow. Fast again. Have darkness, so strengthen target. Like commanding the wretched. Ooh. Ouch. Okay, skeleton's dead, unfortunately. Might as well do this. Oh, that's a loss, though. Deal. Movement to get in, I guess. Damage. Nice. Wraith finishes off at least. Oh, now this. Give an extra attack to the Wraith. Zero damage, but it did poison, so that's good. Oh no, that was just adding Pierce. Second. And then 4, I guess we'll move up. Self bonus armor. And attack. Perfect. Round 4. Heal the Drifter. I'll also summon another skeleton. Poisoned. Oh, finished him off. Okay, much better so far already. Kill the Bone Shaper. And summon a skeleton. I think I need to short rest here because there's not enough movement. Long rest. Kill yourself. You go late. Might not be bad to use this just so I can tanking on these skeletons. Drifter moves in.
You run inside the...
Armor's up. Priest's gonna run away. Yeah. No damage. Miss. Yeah, I hear music too. I didn't hear it the first time. Yeah, take that, retaliate. No physical damage, but think of the emotional damage. Emotional damage. All right. Healing for 3. Because this heals for X plus 1, where X is the number of my summons. So I have 2 summons, I get to heal for 3. And then I'm going to prevent the next 3 sources that would do deal damage to me. Okay, what do we want to lose here? I think drive recharge, honestly. Round 6. So I think digging my feet in, giving myself retaliate might be the best thing to do right now. Maybe I want to go straight for this archer, because that's going to be doing the most damage.
Power up.
Oh my goodness, Metomorio. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. Well, come on in, Metomorio. How are you doing tonight? What were you up to? Thank you so much for the raid. Streaming Blue Fire. What is Blue Fire? Hope you had a blast. Do that. Go fast? We can. Flee, Metamorio, before you too are caught in the dreaded curse of Plunge 87. Kind of like the idea of getting some bleeds out. Movement. How much movement do I need? Have a 4 movement? Can't get through the enemies. Get there, but right spot. I don't have a jump. Maybe I just do some ranged attacks? Doing good. How's your stream going? Fantastic. Playing Frosthaven. A really awesome board game that I enjoy the heck out of. Maybe the move is to go slow. All I can really do is do this range 3, attack 3. Maybe I use that top action to move in, and then I can use... Oh, I do have that move 5. Yeah, let's do that, and then do cascading reaction. Oh, but I can't really... Oh, actually, yeah, I can move through there. Okay. Okay, Bone Shaper. Cards left. Oh no, the guards that don't attack are disarmed. Retaliate. Retaliate 2, that's annoying. Link Blade's going first. Actually, why don't I do... Yeah, I really want to take out that elite archer, so I'm just going to do this. Back. Bleed. Ooh, that's a good hit. And then I get a move here. And another attack 3 bleed on the other one. I'm gonna take a bunch of hits, but I think that was worth it. And curse. No worries, Metamorio. Have a great night. Raiden. Loot found. And includes 2 metal. Oh. Immobilized. Fine. Alright, that wasn't so bad. I'm immobilized anyway, so I'm gonna get retaliate. And an attack. Damage, but I still get to return 1 on Unbreakable. They don't look half as bad as rabbits invading Colorado. Oh, are those rabbits you're fighting, Plungy? They're more like weird minotaurs. Yeah, they don't look as bad as those Colorado rabbits. They have like horns called the Algox, which the Drifter looks similar, but he's actually an Enox. Very similar race. I want to... Can I poison? I have that card right now. Oh, I do. Poison the priest. So. Flies him so okay, or I'll do an attack. I'll try to get away from him. Answer has long rest. Bone shaper, I mean. First. 2 damage. Yeah, I can't get away. I'm immobilized. Lose a card. Let's do this. Don't confuse the Drifter with those jerks. Yeah, I think that's why they gave him the hood. Lose another card, unfortunately. Select target to attack. And range 2. Why is it showing up as a melee? Oh, is it because I'm in fast mode, but it's highlighting the wrong side? I see. I literally can't do anything. Oops. That's what he'll run. Lose a card. Takes 2 damage. Missed. Aha. Yeah. Get him. Missed, but it still gets a bleed. And attack. Not bad. That one's dead in 2. And 1 damage. Nice. 2 damage. Heal. And let's lose. Long rest for the Drifter. Probably short rest, honestly. And your health looking like. So if you need you to kill Drifter. Yeah, it's fine. Oh. Missed. 2 damage. I love the skeletons. Haha, no retaliate. Okay. Heal the drifter. Top him off. Damn. Oh, I could have prevented. That wouldn't have saved him. Mech. And run. Long rest. Ah. Round 9. Yeah, the drifter's probably gonna die, unfortunately. Ah. I hate when they heal themselves. Peace. Use the shadow to pierce at least. Move in because he can still tank 2 hits. Dead. Dead. Bled to death. Haha. Retaliation. Nice. Fine. Cursed. I choose not to. Of course, crit. Oh, that's it for the blink blade. Damn, I really can't get in. Okay. We have a ranged attack. Have you summon? Yeah, break yourself on that guy. Perfect. Good stuff. These are so annoying. Okay. Really glad you got this from Keymailer, Punji. It's such a you game. I know, right? I'm really happy too. Everybody's immobilized. Literally can't do anything. Round 11. Gotta do a short rest. Have you do a long rest. I think you have to do a short rest, actually. Give another heal out. Nice. Heal me, and then I heal for another 3. Oh my god. Retaliate worked. Last turn for the Drifter. Oh, good. Retaliate killed him. Love that. Zero damage. Dead skeleton. Oh, nice. Banshee got a crit. Finish him off. Darn. Knock myself off. Okay. I'm gonna try to finish off this guy with his last move. Good. Monkey loots one hut. Aha. Round 13. Really? Good. And of course, I'm immobilized. So. Far away to curse. I do that curse. Oh. And exhausted. Do a long rest. Two crits in a row? Are you kidding me? It's not fair. Mm. Do I have the attack 5? Oh, attack 4. No, I don't. Really unfortunate. I have to do a base move attack. Are you critting me? Yeah, no, seriously. It's really annoying because these guys will just heal themselves over and over again. So self a skeleton, so something. Mm-hmm. At least that guard's gonna tank for me. Now the skeleton's gonna tank for me, but get an extra attack in. Not bad. Enter. Not enough to save it. We'll do a short rest. Gotta walk up and hit it. Use a card. Cards do I have left? See that from here. Forgot about the damage. That was really stupid of me. Fuck. Undo. Undo! Move in and attack. Go for a +1. Oh, it's got 1 damage. Miss. It's not missing. This is it. Oh, I'm immobilized, of course. I can't do anything. Sometimes this game is really frustrating. Because you just get the worst luck and it becomes a mess. I think that's my last round. Yeah, that's it. Yep, if he was doing a melee attack, he would kill himself in that guy. I was hoping I'd get at least one scenario in tonight, but I guess that was not possible. Okay. My recommendation to anybody, don't do what I did. Play on the normal mode. Lone Japer's exhausted. Game's hard. The thing is, like, it's really hard in the beginning, but it gets easier as you get more abilities. But it's just like, the game is just like, when you have the starter cards, it's just so difficult. So brutal. But I love this game. I can't wait to play more of it when it hits 1.0. And, yeah. I recommend it. Would love to play a campaign on stream with people, multiplayer. But that's going to be it for Frosthaven, guys. I'd love to check back in on this game when it hits 1.0. What? Yeah, that's it, Obsessed. I'll be back on Friday with Fire Emblem, which is also a very brutal tactical game. Came back from the desert for this? 3 hours? Yep, that's it. Maybe you'll invite me to the desert next time. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate it. We'll be back on Friday for Fire Emblem Fridays. Sponsors think it's a good idea. Yeah. Your sponsor is all that sponsorship money, and you're spending it on desert visits and cruises, and not playing Sierra games. That's what all my sponsorship money is paying for. Alrighty, let's see who's on. Who shall be the recipient of...
Jake the Plunge,
Jake the
sponsored
Plunge.
by Plunge 87, a subsidiary of Plunge Corp.
Yeah, I highly recommend Frosthaven.
Let's plunge right in.
Let's plunge right in, indeed. I like the tabletop version, but this version's good as well. I think this version would be great for people who are just learning it, because you don't have to worry about the rules. And the thing about like playing the tabletop version is you have to do all of the enemy movements, which is like just a set of rules that you kind of need to know. Of like, they attack the closest first, or the closest with the highest initiative, or other rules apply. You know, tie. There's ways to break the tie. So it's a lot of like, you do your actions and then you figure out what the enemy is doing as well. And knowing what the enemy is going to do, like, helps a lot, because then you can kind of predict their movements. I love the Haven games. They're great. Check them out. Who is on? That's Raid Dove. When in doubt, Raid Dove. Alrighty, thanks everybody. I'll see you next time for Fire Emblem Fridays, where we're playing Fire Emblem on GameCube. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks, Obsy.